Hi, readers. We are going to dig a little bit deeper into understanding point of view. This can be really, really tricky. So let's try to go over some examples together. As a reminder, point of view is who is telling the story. We're going to start by taking a close look at a story being told in first person. That's when the author is telling a story about themselves. The character is the speaker, okay? The character is the one telling the story. That's I. You'll see lots of keywords like I, me, we, and my throughout the story because the character is the one telling the story. Okay, so let's take a look at an example together and remember to keep an eye out for these keywords. So The Big Red Lollipop is a story that is told in first person. Let's take a look. Remember to look out for these keywords, I, me, we, and my. I'm so excited I run all the way home from school. Oh my goodness, already we have 2 keywords there. Do you see them? Yeah, if you pointed out that one and that one, you are right. That tells us the story is told in first person. The character, Rubina, is the one telling the story. Now, this is where it gets tricky. When we see these quotation marks, this is when the character is talking. So when the character is talking, they'll use all sorts of I's and names and things like that. So we just want to read through that dialogue, but we're not using dialogue to determine who is telling the story. The dialogue is just when the characters are talking. Okay, so we'll read through this quickly. Ami, I've been invited to a birthday party. There's going to be games and toys, cake and ice cream. Can I go? Sana screams, I want to go too. Ami says, what's a birthday party? It's when they celebrate the day they were born. Why do they do that? They just do. Can I go? So lots of dialogue there, lots of dialogue here again. Sana screams, I want to go too. I can't take her. She's not invited. Why not, says Ami. They don't do that here. Ami says, well, that's not fair. You call up your friend and ask if you can bring Sana or else you can't go. But Ami, they'll laugh at me. They'll never invite me to another party again. Sana screams, I want to go too. So lots of dialogue again. More dialogue here, but look, it says I say. That's who's telling the story. I say, look, Sana, one day you'll get invited to your own friend's party. Wouldn't you like that better? No, I want to go now. Now, friends, take a look at this section here. Lots and lots of keywords. See if you can find them all. I beg and plead, but Ami won't listen. I have no choice. I have to call. Sally says, all right, but it doesn't sound all right. I know she thinks I'm weird. So you can tell by this for sure, Rubina is the one telling the story. The character is speaking, okay? Lots of I's all over the place. That means this story is told in first person, okay? Let's take a look at a third person example together. Remember, a story told in third person is when the author is telling a story about someone else. There's a narrator or a speaker telling the story. A narrator is telling the story, not a character. We'll see lots of he, she, they, and lots of names. We won't really see I unless it's in dialogue. Okay, so remember, dialogue we don't really use to determine the point of view. Okay, let's take a look at this example. Look out for those keywords. We're going to look at a book we've read before, Jabari Jumps. Jabari Jumps is told in third person, so let's take a look. We have dialogue right off the bat here. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really, said his dad? Now, we want to notice the characters to be able to figure out how the characters are being spoken about. So we know we have Jabari, we know we have the dad, we know we have the sister. So we have some names here. We have Jabari. It's not saying I told my dad. It's saying Jabari told his dad. So we're seeing lots of names, no I's there outside of that dialogue. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Now it's your turn. Do you see any names or he, she, they? Let's see. Do you see them? If you saw that name there, you're on it. And that name there. Now, there's also his and he right there too. His swim test. All right, so while you're reading today, it's going to be your job to figure out if a story is told in first person or third person. We hope this video helps you.